This about the time that my dog died. I gotta call him a hard time.
It look like we going live
Breathe
now.
in, breathe out.
She rapping. I don't know the song though.
Oh,
Somebody just snapped me. I don't know him though.
oh, wait a minute.
I'm just playing. I know him. That's
Tito's.
Tito.
Tito, you so disrespectful.
Like your booty. This right here. It's
Come
in
on.
the way. It's in the way. It's in the way.
He do that stuff on purpose.
Yeah, like I.
He see you using something. And you want to go. I know Tito don't like me sometimes because I be all in his face.
Hey, how you doing? So we finna talk about a couple topics.
Wow.
That's a water rat. Chill out.
Don't talk about my dog. What's wrong with you? You're a water rat.
Tito is
He's like, what?
licking your
What
cup.
Oh my God, the straw.
That's not good. Okay, so we definitely finna hit a couple topics, especially like what's been going on like in the media right now. Come back. Where you going?
Tito,
Okay, well, I'm gonna post it on my story anyway.
come here.
So my name is Mikka Simone, for those of you that don't know.
My name is Mimi Darielle.
The one and the only.
I can't even use my straw anymore.
Stop
I'm
biting.
nervous because I haven't done this
Did you just
before,
bite me?
but it's been
You
on my
just
heart
bit
to
me?
make sure that I hit these topics
Stop it.
like as soon as
Stop.
possible, or
Get back
just
on monkey
I said
and ask
stop.
white people
What's it
do they
called?
think?
yeah. So we
Stop.
was on Monkey earlier today, and we was pretty much just kind of drilling
You can
people
Yeah.
of non-black ancestry.
So I asked this dude. I was like, do you think Black Lives Matter? Anyways,
I don't think they're a good
so I
candidate.
was like,
Okay.
how to get out of here? Oh shit.
Stop.
I was like, do you think Black Lives Matter? And then he was like, I think all lives matter. I was just like, I didn't ask you that.
put it on the.
So yeah.
I knew what you was gonna say. I knew
What?
it. So
Excuse me, Michael's Live. Y'all see how they don't want to go in the living room? They know I'm finna go.
how do I pin messages on here? This is my first time, okay? So I need to.
People can ask you questions down here, and it will appear down here.
Okay, great. So ask me questions. What you mean, fuck out of here? Who are you?
Oh my God!
I'm definitely unfollowing you whenever
Who
this
are
is
you?
done.
look, don't get me started.
Okay, let me wave. Wave.
No, don't wave at that thing. Don't wave at that thing.
Well,
You're
it
an
was-
animal.
I didn't even wave at them.
You're an animal.
even on accident.
What if that's somebody you know?
I mean, they say FOH, so they don't know me that well. To know me is to love me. So,
I
yeah.
say you're an animal. Oh wait,
So she's on Monkey asking people of non-black ancestry like
I have a
what
double
they
chin.
think about what's been going on and if they feel as though Black Lives Matter.
Trying to start an argument.
I probably should have did this by myself.
My bad. I'm sorry. I'm
We're
sorry.
supposed to be serious.
Okay, scoot over.
Okay.
Can
Okay.
y'all be serious in the living room?
No.
We was talking about the guy she was talking about. Oh, okay. Sorry that I called you an animal.
Oh, okay.
You could have
Got you,
been
got you.
specific.
And he pretty much was just saying that like he feels like all lives matter. A lot of what's going on in the media is mostly like what's going on in the media.
Racist.
We only have what they tell us. But what I know to be true is that COVID-19, I have an ally. I'm not going to say like anything specific, but I definitely have an ally within the medical field that codes medical insurance, meaning that they are the liaison for insurance and the doctor, meaning that they have to code and dictate exactly what the doctor is trying to say within their
pitch in
notes.
on that part because I don't know what you're talking about, but I just got the
It's
chills.
okay. You can chime
Bro,
in.
I just got the chills.
Why? What's going on?
Stop.
Okay, she's tripping. So back to what I was saying about COVID-19. So I have an ally within medical billing, right? And my medical billing ally has told me that within their experience of coding everything from cancer to people that are aware of what's going on in the media, they know that people with cancer or any type of heart condition or diabetes or anything, they're susceptible.
They have a cure to everything.
No. But hold on. So COVID-19 is supposed to be contagious to them, right? But they haven't seen any cases regarding COVID-19 being positive. They haven't seen not one case, not one positive COVID-19 case. This means they're killing people in the streets. This means they're killing people in the streets, and they're also hiding their bodies. People are not allowed to bury their dead, which is supposed to be biblical, which is supposed to be something of sacred nature. Moving forward, now all of a sudden COVID-19 is a thing of the past because of the riots in George Floyd. He did not die of COVID-19. He died of asphyxia. Asphyxia has a lot to do with the internal organ and not being able to breathe and so forth, what he stated on the video, if you've seen it for yourself. I have a friend that, matter of fact, I have a couple people that I know that have died in police custody. One of which died with his hands cuffed behind his back. So how exactly could he have committed suicide with his hands behind his back? I'm just speaking up for the people that are really angry. For the people that follow me that really don't understand what's going on. I have 9,481 followers to this day that probably don't even understand what's going on. So I'm going to be the voice for them, for my followers, to understand how I feel. So they know that this right here, this is a priority. This is a priority because it's been swept under the rug so many times. How about story time? I was in I think 4th grade or 5th grade. And it was this coach. It was this coach asking me this redundant question in my social studies class. And I didn't understand. I was having a bad day. I didn't really understand why he needed me to answer. I was very rebellious as a child. I won't hide from that. But I was very rebellious, and me giving him my answer wasn't good enough for him. So it turned into a debate. It turned into a debate, and he felt as though he needed to take me in the hallway to teach me a lesson.
What did you?
So him speaking to me, he comes closer. As he comes closer, I back up. And he's speaking to me as if he were speaking to a football player. Mind you, I'm in the 4th or 5th grade. I'm this little bitty 5'3", maybe even shorter than that, 5'3.5" young lady that's pretty much at odds at home.
Did you just say 5'3.5"?
Yes, I'm 5'3.5". Yeah.
You wasn't 5'3" then.
I may have been 4'11". I don't know.
You have probably been 4'8".
Bruh.
At the most.
Back to the story. So he pulls me in the hallway and he says what's your problem? I back up. He comes closer to me.
Bang.
And as he's speaking to me, it's spit flying out of his mouth. I kid you not. It's spit flying out of his mouth, and he sees it for himself. Who laughing? Ain't nobody laughing. But it's spit flying out of his mouth, and it's hitting me in the face. And I didn't know what to do. Instantly, I wanted to pop, pop, pop. But I can't do that as a child. Because as a child, I'm taught to respect. It's spit flying out of my mouth. I'm taught to respect my authoritative figures. Especially if they have the power to expel me, to paddle me.
You could have got paddled. Yeah, somebody would have see me.
Yeah, it was a day in the life of my own. So that's for Copper Marble. That's for another book that I gotta write. Shameless plug. Check out Provoked Expressions, which is PROVEPROKED X on Instagram. That's the first book that I wrote. It's a poetry book that's pretty much speaking about the inequality before we even had riots in the street, before there was a 2020. Now, I know y'all thought that 2020 was going to be visionaries year. You know what I'm saying? But it is, in fact, a year of change. You cannot say that it isn't. We've had detrimental things happen to each and every one of our lives, even if it's from afar. even if we are experiencing it through someone else's eyes. So I like to extend my gratitude and my thanks to every single one of our protesters, every single one of you. I ride for you. I'm here for you. We have definitely lost protesters. Their life has been on the line. They have lost their life. There's people that have lost their lives. Like, if you don't understand that, you don't understand what's going on in the world. And I'm gonna need you to read. I'm gonna need you to get on social media, and I'm gonna need you to just scroll. Don't comment, just scroll, just watch. Because what you see on video is not even the half of it. If we really had a list of people that have died in police custody because of wrongdoing, because of ill matter, because of disease ideologies, are you kidding me?
I want to add this in.
Go ahead.
Okay, so white people, there's an argument, Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. And then white people's like, well, all lives matter. No, that's not, I'm not disagreeing, because all lives do matter. No one deserves to just die, especially in police custody. But the thing is, people are like, oh, white people get beat by police, who get killed by police. Well, why aren't you standing with us? I mean, it has white people, but then it has the other white people. And 9 times out of 10, the people who say, well, white people get killed by police too, are the racist white people. Because they think that all black lives don't only matter. Stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I had to say.
I definitely agree with that. But as you see, this is the youth. Like, I've been to college. I've gotten my degree. She is still in high school. She still has a lot to learn, about life.
I just have 1 more year of high school left.
High school, college, girl, you got some time. So it's more so just, I'm not saying that, don't get this wrong, I'm not saying that you haven't experienced enough to speak on this topic at all. What I'm saying is our youth are waking up.
Stop. What are you doing?
I seen the 8-year-old girl that was speaking about the issues that are going on today. I seen a 6-year-old girl questioning, why is it that my friend doesn't like me because I'm black?
Man, my friend don't like me because I'm black. You gotta get up out my face and we gotta fight.
Exactly.
Which one you want to do?
Exactly. I had a friend just last week. We were in Louisiana, and she called me, and she was in tears. Like, she was bawling. Like, I couldn't understand what was going on. Like, yes, I had seen what she had seen, but as a black woman within a society, I've become immune to certain things. You know, there's certain things that doesn't muster as much as it does her seeing it maybe for the first time. And she said to me, she said, you know, sometimes, and I love her dearly, she said, sometimes I feel ashamed. And that's when the tears began to fall. And I gave her space for her to come back to the conversation. And when she came back to the conversation, she stated, sometimes I feel just so ashamed to be white. And for my white allies out there, don't feel ashamed to be white. It's not your doing of your ancestors doing, because there have been plenty of genocides in Africa, okay? There have been plenty of genocides in other countries. Now, I'm not making excuses for anyone, but I am saying this. I am saying that we all need to take accountability for our actions individually. And as individuals, we do become a unit. So as a unit, we need to make sure that we are making the right decisions, making the right choices, supporting the right community, supporting the right corporations. Because if they do not have our, well, how can I put this? Our energy or our vibration or our best interest at heart, then why are you spending your money there? Why is it that you are not spending your money at a black-owned business? Why are you not creating a community of your own? For those of you that are having trouble with money or having trouble with your boss because it seems as though you cannot get a leg up in the community or within your job per se because of what you look like or what you qualify for or what your credit says you qualify for, or what these barriers and obligations and boundaries have said that you are worth. If you are having problems with it, I'd like you to know that here at Trade House, here at IML, y'all think Wall Street was burned down, and it was. Black Wall Street was burned down for the first time. It was. Did they rebuild it? Who knows? But I know for a fact.
We wasn't alive.
I know for a fact on my skin, on my flesh, in my soul, in my body, that we are rebuilding Black Wall Street within Forex, within a community that banks have been participating in for decades. So if you have a problem with financial freedom, swing my way, swing my mentor's way. You know, I can go on and on about this situation, but I just wanted to come on there and say that. I really did. And I didn't mean to get too emotional or say too much. But I'm fired up. And if I have to do this every day,
bro, I need to make you laugh if you're angry, bro.
I'm not angry. I'm not.
So funny.
I'm not angry. Really, I'm inspired. Let them see this. Let them see this. Okay, that was a brief intermission.
Wait. Look at the end.
Yeah, get away from my snacks.
I can't stand her. I love her. I love her dearly. Oh my goodness.
She's crying over her TV show.
But I'm not gonna keep y'all long. I do thank y'all for tuning in. Those of you that stay to listen. Thank you for bearing with me through my rant. I probably will be ranting more often. I don't know for sure. Just depends on how this really goes or how people respond to this. I hope you have a wonderful night. And I'd like to leave you with this last thought, that there is no tomorrow. There is only today. So instead of, if you see something, say something. If you see something, do something. Because there isn't a soul on this planet, on this earth, that can do exactly what you do. You can't even imagine the change that you can persist, or that you can inspire based on one life. Because George Floyd was a crucifixion. If we were giving it within a metaphor or an analogy, that was a crucifixion. Yes, it was a lynching, but it you can also look at it in a biblical term, the being a crucifixion. This was public. This was public. We have no question about what happened to him. We have no question about why he died. We have no question about how he died, who was involved, who was there. It's all on tape. So if somebody else say something about him dying from COVID-19, I'm a blast. I ain't gonna curse, but I'm a blast out. What's it called on Jimmy Neutron? I'm a blast off. No, he did not die from COVID-19. We saw this man being lynched in the streets. So I love you, and I hope you have a good night.
She said, I'm sorry.
Girl, you play so damn much.
Yeah,